Everyone thinks the Apple Watch Ultra is the ultimate adventure watch, but here is the thing, it is not the best buy for everyone, and the renewed deals can be a blessing or a trap. Why? Because under that rugged 49 titanium body and big, bright screen, there are real-world trade-offs most people ignore. I spent 30 days testing a renewed Apple Watch Ultra in brutal sun, busy city streets, open water, and overnight hikes. What I discovered changed my mind about who should buy this and who should skip it. And yes, that $329.95 price with a 4.2-star average rating tells a story you need to hear. Before we dive into what I discovered, quick heads up. If you are already convinced and want the best current price on the renewed Ultra, the link is below. But stick around, because a couple of hidden gotchas could save you money and headaches. Here is the setup. I wanted one watch that could handle trail runs, travel, and the day-to-day stuff like calls and Apple Pay without strapping on a second device. My series watch was dying halfway through long hikes. My dedicated GPS watch had great battery but felt like a brick at the office, and its smart features were lacking. I was skeptical of the Ultra. Marketing screams endurance athlete, water sports beast, outdoors legend. But could it actually replace both my everyday smartwatch and my outdoor workhorse without compromise? Honestly, I expected the hype to crumble as soon as I left pavement. And with a renewed unit, I worried about battery health and cellular reliability. Stakes were high. I needed accuracy on trails, solid battery for weekend trips, and durability that would not baby out. First test. GPS accuracy in an urban canyon. I mapped a 10K through downtown with tall glass buildings. The Ultra's precision dual-frequency GPS locked fast and, more importantly, held lock where my older watch used to zigzag. Side by side with my phone and a handheld GPS, the Ultra's route plot was impressively clean, but then I hit a narrow alley and expected drift. It stayed within a couple of meters of the true path, even around corners. Pace reading stabilized quicker after stops. For city runners, that matters. Second test, battery life and workouts. Apple claims up to 36 hours more in low-power modes. In my real-world use with always-on display enabled, notifications on, and 2 workouts per day totaling 90 minutes with GPS, I saw roughly 2 full days per charge. On a 10-hour hike with full GPS and heart rate, it burned a little over half the battery. In low-power workout mode, it stretched further, but then you sacrifice some metrics. For ultramarathon folks chasing multi-day events without charging, this is still not a Garmin killer. But then I ran a back-to-back weekend hike Saturday, long run Sunday, and the Ultra made it without a midday top-up. Better than expected. Third test, water and swim. With WR100 in the Depth app, I took it through pool sessions and open water swims. GPS track over water was stronger than my older Apple Watch, and the Depth app kicked in reliably when submerged. If you plan to dive, understand this. The Ultra supports recreational scuba to 40 meters when used with a third-party app like Oceanic Plus, which requires a subscription. The hardware is capable, but the full dive computer experience is not free. Good to know before you jump in. Fourth test, navigation and safety. The redesigned Compass app with waypoints and backtrack was a quiet hero. I intentionally lost my route on a trail network and used backtrack to retrace to the trailhead. It worked. Not perfect in deep forest, but good enough to trust as a backup. The programmable action button became muscle memory for starting workouts and dropping waypoints. The siren, loud enough in tests to get attention across a field and through light wind, not a magic rescue tool, but better than shouting. Durability and visibility. The 49 titanium case and sapphire crystal took brushes with granite and a couple of accidental knocks without a scratch. The screen is big, flat, and bright. In direct sun, the always-on display stayed readable. I did not miss a notification or metric glance. The larger digital crown and extra hardware controls matter when you are sweaty or wearing gloves, connectivity, and daily use. Cellular stayed stable once activated, calls sounded clear with the triple mic array, and the speakers are loud. Apple Pay, music, and notifications are on point. As a daily driver, it is still the best smartwatch experience on iPhone. But here is the thing, sleep tracking is fine, not elite. Training analytics are better than older Apple Watches, but still lighter than what serious endurance platforms offer. Here is the revelation. The most surprising thing was how consistently accurate the GPS was in environments that used to break my runs, while the battery was better than internet complaints suggest for normal people. The renewed angle adds nuance. My unit arrived looking new with strong battery health, but renewed programs typically guarantee a minimum battery capacity threshold, not perfection. That $329.95 price is fantastic if the battery health is high and the seller stands behind it. It explains the 4.2-star average. Stellar units get raves, weaker batteries or activation hiccups pull ratings down. Compared to a Garmin Fenix or Epix, the Ultra cannot match week-long battery or deep training load guidance. Compared to a standard Apple Watch, it is a massive upgrade in ruggedness, GPS accuracy, and outdoor features. Too good to be true, not if you know what you are buying. A rugged smartwatch that does outdoor duty very well, not a pure expedition beast. Now that you know the sweet spot and the trade-offs, grab it while the renewed pricing is low and inventory is good. Link is in the description. Pro tip, pick a seller that discloses battery condition and has an easy return window. Your future self on mile 12 will thank you. Bottom line, if you are an iPhone user who runs, hikes, swims, or spends real time outside and you want one watch that nails daily life and weekend adventures, the Apple Watch Ultra is worth it, especially at $329.95 renewed. If you are an ultra runner who demands multi-day battery with full metrics, or an Android user, or you hate a chunky watch, look elsewhere. For everyone else, this is the rare rugged smartwatch that actually lives up to the promise. Here is what nobody tells you: the Ultra is not perfect, but it is the first Apple Watch that finally feels built for the wild and the workweek in one.